Hi, I'm here today to film a really quick, hopefully unedited video with a booktube style tag. So I've edited this slightly so that it fits with more gaming related questions, but it's essentially the mid-year freakout tag from the booktube community. So if you follow any booktube channels, you may know that this is something that goes around always in June. A lot of accounts do it, and I just wanted to join in but make it a little bit more gamery. So I've edited the questions slightly. I'm going to sort of make this up as I go along, so please bear with me. And like I say, I don't want to edit this video, I'd like to just film it and be able to put it up as it is. So the games are, the questions are, best game played so far this year. So out of all the games I've played, I would have to say Danganronpa is the best game that I've played so far this year. Really loved it. Top game. It was something I got for Christmas, and I finally got around to playing the first game in, I think it was sort of March. I just couldn't stop playing it. As soon as I started it, I was addicted to finishing the game. Can't wait to get onto the second one, which I think is another question later. But yeah, Danganronpa definitely. Best new release I haven't played yet. I would probably say something like Switch Sports. I think it's something that I was going to pick up release day, but I never quite got around to it, and now I still haven't got it. And it's something I'd really like to have in the collection because it seems like quite a good multiplayer game, good for when people come around. If it's anything like Wii Sports, it definitely will be. So I would say, yeah, Switch Sports. Most anticipated release for the rest of the year, probably Bear and Breakfast. I've seen quite a few clips of that. I've been waiting for it to come out probably about a year. I think it was first mentioned, maybe a little bit earlier, and I've been waiting for that ever since. So I believe that's coming out later this year, so I would have to say Bear and Breakfast. Biggest disappointment. I've got a list of all the games I've played this year, so that's what I'm flicking my pages to. Biggest disappointment, probably, I would say probably Gone Home, which was a little walking sim. I thought it was going to be similar to Edith Finch, but it wasn't. There wasn't quite as much depth to it. The story wasn't as good, so I would have to say probably Gone Home. It was good, but it didn't give me quite as much as Edith Finch, and it was a bit of a disappointment for that reason. Biggest surprise. So the biggest surprise would probably be Super Mario 3D Land, because I always say I don't really like platformers. It's not my sort of genre really, but I really enjoyed Super Mario 3D Land. I found myself playing it for quite a long period of time. I'd sit down and play it for a few hours, which I don't often do. I don't have a very good attention span for playing games for long periods of time unless they really suck me in, and especially platformers, because of the sort of nature of them being like one level, then one level, then one level. I tend to like play a level and then stop. So I do find that if a platformer can keep me going from level to level, then it's really good. Obviously we know that Super Mario 3D Land is good, but I was surprised that I enjoyed it because I didn't think it would really be my kind of thing. A game that made you happy or stroke sad. I would probably say Little Misfortune, which was a little indie game that I played. I just wasn't really a fan of it. I thought I was going to enjoy it more than I did, and the voice acting really grated on me. I think if the voice acting was different, it might have been, I might have enjoyed it a little bit more. It was very twee, and just I thought I was going to really enjoy that, but I didn't. So it made me sad because I didn't enjoy it. I suppose you could call it a biggest disappointment as well, but no, wait, that's the question, isn't it? What did I say was the biggest disappointment? Oh, I've gone home. I'm not going to edit this. You can just see my confusion. Yeah, so that made me sad because I thought I would enjoy it and I didn't. It was also a disappointment, I suppose. Anyway, most beautiful game so far this year. I would probably say Down in Bermuda. So this was like a little diorama kind of puzzle game. The colour palette was beautiful and it was really cute, very cute little game, and I really enjoyed playing it, but it was probably the most beautiful game I've played so far. Games you need to play by the end of the year. Well, I have a pile of them down here. There's lots that I need to play. But my main priority is probably going to be, I would say, AI the Somnium Files, because there's a sequel coming out this year and I really want to play that, and Chris Tales, because this is an RPG that I picked up on release day and I was so excited, really hyped to play it, and I've still not even started it. So these two probably over the end of the year. Game you're most excited about on your backlog. Danganronpa, the second game. I've got 4 games in here. I think 3 are mainline titles and one's like a little side game, a board game style bonus game. So these two, the next 2 sequels for Danganronpa, definitely most excited about. I have to physically control myself from playing them immediately because I'm in the middle of Trials of Mana. Most intimidating game on your backlog, Bravely Default 2. Because this is huge and I really want to get to it this year, and I'm worried that it's going to be carried over into 2023, and I don't want that. I really just want to at least start it, give it a couple of hours, get the feel of it, because I really want to play it, but it's so big it intimidates me and I just feel like the bigger the RPG, the longer I put off playing it, but I also really enjoy them when I do get to them. So Bravely Default 2. And that's all the questions. So I would encourage you, if you want to do this tag, consider yourself tagged, and I'll list the questions in the sort of description box below. Like I said, this is a really short video. I'm just sort of sitting down before I popped to work this morning, and I'm not going to edit it. I'm just going to put it up as it is, even all that confusion in the middle about which question I was answering. So I hope you enjoy that. And like I say, if you want to do this tag, please consider yourself tagged, and I would love to see your answers to these questions. Thanks very much for watching. Bye!